Yo guys, what's up? Shadow here and welcome back to Space Engineers! I hope everything is working alright, because I had some weird sound problems when I booted up my PC. Yeah, I really hope everything is gonna work out this time. It was really weird. Like, I heard no sound at all. Nothing worked. I had to restart several times. It was weird as fuck. I blame Windows updates. It's an easy scapegoat, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, we're welding. Not much to talk about other than what we're doing right now, because no more updates. I'm really looking forward to it, because maybe I'm gonna play multiplayer again as soon as the update hits. I don't know. We'll see about that. But right now, we'll just weld these few blocks here. And basically, then we'll start to design, quote-unquote, the middle part, the hallway. We'll complete that first, and then we'll do the separators between the rocket launchers, basically. So yeah, let's do that real quick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Destroying my ship again, as I do. Alright. You know, this really takes a long time, doesn't it? I wonder if, when I'm finished, if I'm even gonna be happy with the whole thing. I hope I am, but... You know, sometimes it's really hard to tell if you're actually gonna like the end product. And in creative, it's not that difficult, because you just delete it and start over again. It takes a few minutes, but... or hours. But here, I mean, we've been working on this for weeks now. I just destroyed something.
No fuel.
Okay. How did I manage to do that? Is my ship damaged? Nope. How did that go? How did I manage to destroy part of the ship and not even you know, hurt my own ship? How did that work? That was weird. Oh well. It's nice, we can almost... apparently almost weld the control station. Something is missing, apparently. Probably gonna be something stupid like displays or some computers or whatnot, but that's something we can get on foot, because that's not gonna be something big, I assume. Oh god, the hitboxes of some of these things are annoying as hell. There we go. Let me circle around here. Yes! Oh! Crashed into it. It's like my most said sentence, I think, since we started to build that ship. Oops! Crashed into something. Pretty accurate, I think. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna be happy with the hallway here, at least the interior of the hallway. Not quite sure if it's actually gonna look like that in the end, but, you know. Interior design is something completely different. It takes a completely different mindset and skill set to interiorly design an interesting ship. Because you're very constrained, oftentimes, in your interior design. And you want to do something, but it doesn't work out. You know, you might want to put an LCD screen above the doorway just to, you know, display where this is going, the door, but... then you cannot place the light over the door like you wanted to, and ugh, it's all a bunch of stupid shit. It's really annoying. Alright, now let's go down here and weld these things, and also fix the part that we broke, apparently. Alright, nice. Got it. What is missing from these stupid things here? Yeah, it's 100 computers though. Jeez. Let me get some, but hundreds. My God. Do we even have so many? Computers, yes. Do you have some computers? There's some... There's one more. Okay, production! We need some computers. Build the computers! Sweet. Alright, let's try again. Let's just try to think, like, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know, like 1,200 computers or something? Maybe I totally miscalculated now, but I think we need a lot of them. Let's take 1,000 with us and see how far that brings us. There we go, 1,042. Oh, 800 would have been the number. 700 more likely. Yeah, look, there was a piece of scrap metal, so yeah, definitely destroyed something. I'm still not quite sure if on my ship, if there's something missing on the welding ship, but I don't think there is, right? I mean, there was the thruster that was downwards, that is okay. There wasn't anything else down there, wasn't it? The beacon is still on there as well, so no antenna or anything that got shot off, so to speak. Very interesting. Oh well. Freak accident, I think, is what we are going to file this under. Insurance will pay for it. Space insurance. It's something that will come in the future, believe me. Space insurance. Or space shuttle insurance. Against pirates and aliens. But not against an older machine race that will basically assimilate us. That's not insured. Are you mad? Of course not. Alright, anyways, back to the building. So, I think it will be enough to make the roof... Oh god, I hate this stupid T key. It will be enough to make it this high. I think... Yeah, that will work. So... Let's just do it like this. And then I think in between these things here. Because right now these look very plain. You know, there's always the screens here and that looks nice, but there's always like one layer in between where it's plain. I think that is where the lights are gonna go. And then it will already look a little bit more easier on the eyes, I think. So, how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do this like that? I think so, right? Just a simple angled roof. And then we'll have to check out how we're gonna do it with the staircase, how the roof is gonna descend over the staircase. That's another problem area that we need to work with later on. But I think first we're gonna weld this and then the roof over it, and weld that, and then the separators. Quote-unquote separators. We could already put some lights into it, but actually I want to wait with lights until the end. And we've run out of steel plates. Genius. Okay. Back we go. I want to wait with the interior lights until the end, because for once I actually will try to name all the lights in my ship correctly. I know that's insane, but it actually makes it easier to... Ooh, that was close. Control the whole thing. And basically, you know, should there be a light missing or something looks weird, then I know exactly which light group I need to change. And it just makes everything easier, so... That's what I'm aiming for. Because in creative, I I tend not to do such things, but, you know.
Fuel.
There we go. We need the welder inventory and we need some steel platos. Alright, we have some here. Fill that container up as well. Oh, we've run out of steel plates again. Ah! Make 10,000. And you as well. Then the slower assembles make 5,000 each, please. Let's just try to fill this whole thing up, shall we? Or at least partially so. Oh, that's my own container. Duh! That's not really useful if I move things from my own container to my other own container. That's a bit dumb. But that sounds exactly like something I would do. Yeah, that's gonna be enough for now. Actually, let's have this connected still. I need to go get some oxygen anyway. Sometimes I wish I had an oxygen tank in that ship, but let's not bother. It's just more weight that we'll add onto the already wobbly to control welder ship, so let's not, okay? And steel plates, there we go. Have some more! Yeah, I mean, that's more than enough. For now. And then next time we come back we have like still a lot of more steel plates we can gather. It's gonna be good. Oh, I need to do something like this. But yeah, I like it. The ship is coming along. I really do. Because now it's not... At the beginning, if we laid out the floor plan, it looked very flat and one-dimensional. And now, we have in front there the cockpit and observation deck, and then it goes a little bit lower for the... Basically, this is going to be the thickest part of the ship, I'm pretty sure, with the hangar that comes out at the bottom and the defense platform at the top. Which I think looks quite nice, in my opinion. And then it's going to be a little bit less thick in the back, and then at the end where it basically tapers down to the thrusters at the end. And maybe I'm gonna make like a fin downstairs, you know, like where the anchor is right now, because that looks kind of cool. I'm not quite sure what the function of that fin will be. I mean, we can like put an antenna in there, or make the antenna the kind of the fin, something like that, or maybe a beacon, or I don't know. Or pull some extra thrusters down there. Really, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to experiment a little bit, I guess. Or maybe it's just gonna be purely visual, which is the worst reasons to make it, because it will just weigh down the ship, basically. But I do like the design. Alright, let's weld these little buggers. Ah! Come on! Sometimes it's very hard to judge the distance correctly between the welder and the welding, the part that needs welding. You know? I either smash into it, or I'm like 10 meters away from it trying to weld and asking myself, why is it not working? Well, because I'm a dumbass, that's why. That's the answer to most questions. I should have done this in the first place, because like that we can weld all the things at once. More or less. Yeah, pretty much. Sweet. And are we done? Are we done? Almost? Just one more iteration here, and there we go. Alright. Now the plating at the top, that's gonna be the easiest one to weld, obviously. Because it's just a flat surface. A surface! Well... I wanted to, like, drag, and, you know, like you do in creative. Doesn't work! We're in survival, we don't have these tools. Well, I could activate creative tools, I totally could, but that's cheating. We already did once by accident, more or less, because we activated it to basically stop the ship instead of reloading, you know, because the ship was drifting off into space. And instead of reloading it, it was quicker to just, you know, cheat, basically. It has the same result. But then we forgot to basically we forgot to fix it, to turn it off again, and then we welded a bunch of shit without running out of materials. Was kind of dumb, but you know, happens to the best of us. Especially me, because I'm used to creative. It doesn't even bother me. Okay. And then I want to have a look from the inside, how the feel of the corridor is, you know? Because it needs to be a mix between claustrophobic and, you know, cozy looking. That's a hard balance to strike. And the most dangerous point is in the middle with that vent. Because that takes off a lot of space and it makes it a bit harder to walk around it. But it should be alright, I think. Okay. Let's see. Alright, yeah, that works. That works. I think that works very well. Oh, for some reason I lost contact to the ground there. Yeah. Cool. With lights, this will look even better. Now, to the separators, we could either do these straight down like that, or we could make them a bit more gradual, you know? Something along... I'll do it right here, because here I can weld it from the side. In the middle I'll have to do it from bottom to top. Like so. I think that could look quite cool. Don't you think? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's weld this one and just see how it looks. And then we'll lay the groundwork, because we have to weld these kinda separately. At least in between, because we cannot really go from in there from the side. At least not with the ship, we can't. Okay. Something like that. I mean, it still gives the turrets a large radius of fire. I know we technically were artificially decreasing the angle of fire that this thing has. But we also protect it. You know? At least in my mind we do. I mean, if we would do be like hardcore PvP, maybe we would do it differently, but you know. Hardcore PvP ships, sometimes, you know, the ones that optimize it to the most efficient point, sometimes they look crap. Because efficiency oftentimes is not beauty. Definitely not. I mean, you have to look at our own satellites and spacecrafts that we have in orbit. They're not beautiful, they're efficient. You know? That's why they all look kind of the same, because somebody found out, oh yeah, that's actually kind of clever, let's do that, because why not? It works. And until somebody has a better idea, we'll do it that way. And in Space Engineers, you know, if you're not doing like the most efficient thing, you can just say, let's just put something on this end, and yeah, it's gonna work, so I fancy that now, so let's do it. kind of the beauty, you know. I know some people think Space Engineers is super complicated, but it's actually not. It's hard to get into because of the whole process of doing things, but in the end, I mean, you can get super complicated with pistons and rotors, don't get me wrong, but to build a basic ship, it's not that hard. And even a large ship like that, the most part of what I'm doing is I'm building, well, the chassis, I think you would call that, right? The hull. And then the second most complicated part, or most irritating part of that, is the whole connection with conveyors. And everything else is basically, yeah, it's just there, it just works. Don't have to really do much, you know, you don't have to like connect things with, you know, power cables, even though that would be kind of interesting, but holy crap. I mean, if that would be something we need to do, then no, that wouldn't work because of the block size. You would need to be able to place like small blocks on large blocks, you know, like small cable blocks at the like corner top of the hallway or something, and then feed them through small holes and whatnot. It would be so complicated. Alright, let's finish these up, and then we're gonna decide what we're gonna do further. Alright, alright. Back up, back up, back up. Yeah, okay, okay. I think that works. That works. From the front, yes. And I know, yeah, the cockpit is not completed yet. That's because I wanted to do this first. And then this here. I think this will look the most interesting if we do this, because then it kind of differentiates itself from the rest. You know, you get this like different height levels that interchange with each other, and that makes it look a bit more interesting than if we just would go straight. Yeah, I think actually that looks quite good. I dig the look. So we shall replicate it on the other side. Very nice. Yeah, it looks like today we're gonna actually finish the battle bridge. Battle bridge is a cool word, isn't it? All men to the battle bridge! Man the cannons, yar! That's not how space pirates sounds, do they? Give me my cybernetic prosthetic hook. The laser hook! Actually, that would be kinda cool, let's be honest. The laser hook. And an anti-grav peg leg. Oh yes, I have all the good ideas today. Right. First, we need to extend these. And actually, in the oops, that's wrong. In the same breath, you can already do these as well because they go on the same layer. Now, why is the TK activated again? Do I actually really press that key by accident every time? Or does it somehow reset? Ugh! Hate that key. I should pry it off my keyboard. I know actually, I think I've seen that. Was it League of Legends or was it some other esport? Where somebody had a lot of his keys removed from the keyboard. You know, so he only had the keys that he actually used on the keyboard, just so he could not, I guess, by accident strike another key, you know, if we're in the heat of battle. I found it quite funny, you know? But yeah, maybe I should do that too. Just have one keyboard for Space Engineers in particular, where I remove all the keys that I'll never use. Like the broadcast thing, where you can disable broadcasting. The T key, I'll remove that. In racing games, remove the brakes. Who needs them anyway? Like in RPGs and stuff, the S key to walk backwards, you know? Nobody needs that. Retreating is for amateurs. Alright. I think we still have enough time. I think we're actually very well on time today. Very cool. Our progress is... I don't even know if it's slow or not, but it's steady. And that's what I like about it. Really doing well. It's taking form, we're shaping it, you know, shaping the metal to our will, basically. I like it. And you know, also, it gives me, because I'm doing this on a weekly basis, it gives me time to, like, sit down and rethink my decisions. And sometimes, because of that, I come up with an even better idea than if I just would force myself to, you know, sit here for 10 hours and design this. Because then I would design myself into a corner, I'm pretty sure. Or I would get frustrated and just be like, oh, get it over with. But because I do this on a weekly schedule, I'm always fresh, I'm always motivated. Because, you know, I don't know if that happens to you, but sometimes I get, like, game burnout. Where I play a game so much and so intensively that after a week or so I'm like, I can't play this anymore. It's fun, but I can't. It's just too much. And then I have to wait for months. And then after a month I'm like, yeah, why did I actually stop playing that? Because it's a good game. But yeah, because probably I played it too much. Am I the only one that happens this to? I don't know. Also, I'm still trying to complete achievements. I mean, Jesus, Skyrim is hard to get all the achievements. It's not, no, not hard. It's tiresome. That's what it is. You know, all the quest achievements, you can get them so quickly, but then there's all these tedious things, like get 11 werewolf perks, get all skills to level 100. That's the most tedious one, I think. I mean, Jesus Christ. Alright. Here we go. Look at that beauty! Absolutely gorgeous! The battle bridge! Oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. And then here we can even decide if we want to make it design-wise even cooler. You know, have this flare out into like a heightened section like that until we get it down here again. Maybe even move these ones down. Well, maybe not, because then it will interfere with the doors. But you know what I mean? You know, give the ship a bit more character, basically. Alright? So, I think what we need to do for next time, we need to think about how this is gonna work. Well, actually, we can do it right now. Thinking about it. Wait. Let me just put something down here real quick. Like so. If we have it on this height, right? Oh god. Ran out of steel plates again. There we go, we still have a bit. Nice. Oh, genius. That was the right steel block. Let's see, if we have it like that, then we would, just to make it fit, we'll put it like that. Even though these wouldn't be here anymore, these kind of the lower struts, unless we remove these two stairs and basically make it one stair in the middle and let this run out into a flat part here. For some reason, would that look better? Let's do it on one side. And then compare. I think I like this idea. Let's just weld this by hand. Because we're not gonna get down there with a welder ship. And I think these one as well. Okay. And then here we're only gonna get the top ones. These. Alright? I think we still have time for this. Because this is an important decision now. Because this, staircases sometimes are hard to make them look good. But I think the way we just did it works. At least kinda. And it's okay that the roof will be different than the part before it, because it's okay. That's the staircases are supposed to look a little bit different, but you know. Now, now here is the crux of this method that we're doing here. It is possible that this... Oh, whoops. Now I cannot even place it because of my ship. Rise! Thank you. There is the possibility that this here is not airtight. That is a possibility, and I'm not 100% sure if that is actually airtight. And that is a problem. It really is. Are we just gonna go on a hunch here and say, let's just try it? I don't like it, but because if it doesn't work, I'll need to figure out another way to do it in the end. Alright, anyway. Let's weld this son of a bitch! And then look for from the inside which method, which staircase looks better, in our opinion. In my opinion, actually. I'm the designer, I decide. Obviously. You know, the thing is, if you guys have good ideas and post them in the comments, you know, I'm very open to take a look at these things. Alright, but let's have a look. So, look at the left side. Alright, so here we have... See, now this looks a little bit lost, these things here. And you cannot make the lower parts of these because they would interfere with the stairs. Now this on the other side, I like that. Even though there won't be anything back here in theory, but still, it makes it look a little bit better. So I actually think we're gonna do that. I'm in favor of this method. I'm so gonna run out of seal plate. Yep! Called it. And then there's gonna be a connection in between those two, obviously, as well. But, you know. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright. Oh, light maybe? Huh? Yeah, that works. That works, I think. Then we can have the lights on the side. It's still gonna be like every second out carving here is gonna have lights. Maybe at the end all three of them will have. I'm not sure. And then we can actually put some LCD screens on here that will say like to the cockpit or something, or to the bridge. And then again, I don't know if that is going to work, that we'll have one of them here, but, you know, to the battle bridge. Man the cannons! Well, we have to wire these up eventually as well, but hey! That's something we're gonna do next time. Actually, is it like that if I record like a half-an-hour episode, that means at the end of the episode, my oxygen is getting super low. Is that correct? And then every time when I start the episode, I firstly have to recharge my oxygen? This oxygen lasts a half an hour in Space Engineers, approximately. That would be interesting. Because like that, I would not have to look at the timer next to me. But yeah. Alright, it's time for the preview picture. As always, getting a good, nice snap of that. Yeah, something like that. I'll choose one of those perspectives. Alright. Maybe even something from the inside. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.